This video isn't about one man in the Bible. It's about the spirit that took down the first angel to fall, the first murder, the first betrayal, and it's still taking down men to this day, even in church. I'm talking about jealousy. It didn't come from God. The devil himself was the first to fall into it. He wasn't cast out because of weakness. He was cast out because he couldn't stand the glory that wasn't his. And when God made man in his image, the jealousy only got worse. He saw Adam and Eve walking in favor, and he made it his mission to ruin it. Jealousy didn't just start sin, it made it personal. The first sons of men didn't fight over money, land, or women. They fought because one of them had favor and one of them didn't. Cain brought his offering and Abel brought his best. But when God accepted Abel's, Cain got bitter, not better. But God warned him, and Cain fell into it, and that seed of jealousy turned into blood on the ground. That's what jealousy does. It turns brothers into enemies, and it can even turn an opportunity into murder if you don't kill it first. And the sons of men would carry that same spirit through the ages. You see it in Joseph and his brothers. He had favor, he had dreams, and his own blood turned on him for it. We'll save the full story of Joseph and his brothers for another video, because that one deserves a standalone on its own. Then you got Saul, a man who was chosen, anointed, but he let jealousy take everything from him. The moment people started praising David more than him, Saul lost it. He threw spears, built plans, he watched the faithful servant like if he was his enemy. And that's what jealousy does. It turns leaders into liabilities. And even men that God picked can fall if they start obsessing over someone else's wins. Then you got the ultimate example. Jesus wasn't crucified because he sinned. He wasn't crucified because he lied. He was crucified because people were jealous of how much truth and power he walked in. The Pharisees couldn't control him, the crowds followed him, and instead of repenting, they hated. Jealousy made them kill the one man who never deserved it. The Pharisees weren't atheists, they weren't rebels, they were religious men. They memorized scripture and valued their interpretations and expectations over what was right in front of them. They taught in the temple, they dressed the part, they said all the right things, but they didn't recognize God when he was standing right there. When they saw Jesus teaching with authority, healing the broken, casting out demons, forgiving sins, and drawing crowds without begging for them, their jealousy took over. Instead of asking, could this really be the Messiah? They asked, how do we stop him? Jealousy didn't just blind them, it hardened their hearts. It poisoned their vision. They didn't care if he was innocent. They didn't care if he fulfilled prophecy. They just couldn't stand the fact that people were listening to him instead of them. And some of you do the same thing. God sends someone in your life, someone who's further ahead, someone with real peace, someone with purpose, someone walking in what you've only talked about. And instead of learning from them, you start picking them apart. You mock, you gossip, you compete, and you hope that they slip up. That's not strength. That's pride. That's fear disguised as superiority. And it'll rot your heart if you don't kill it. You might not be throwing spears or selling your brothers into slavery, but jealousy today is just as real. People scroll through Instagram and compare every post. People see their friends getting married or start a business and don't feel happiness, but they feel envy. They smile in public, but deep down they are bitter. Notice how a jealous person starts criticizing people, not because they did something to them, because they're doing something that they wish they could. Jealousy isn't always loud and apparent. Sometimes it comes in fake support, sarcasm, and even jokes. And if you happen to be doing that to anyone, just know that people could feel that energy. Let's get real though. Sometimes jealousy ain't even coming from you or those so-called friends. It's coming from the girl you're with. She starts asking where you've been, who you're texting, checking your likes, your follows, your whole phone. That's not love. She wants control, but it's full of insecurity. And sometimes you think it's cute. You're like, she just cares. Nah, bro. God didn't give you a partner to feel like a prisoner. And if she's always assuming the worst about you, it's either because she's been hurt before and she's got to figure that out before even being in a relationship, or most likely, she's the one with something to hide. Either way, you need to figure it out. Set your boundaries. Gain your respect. You wouldn't let your friends act jealous like that, so why would you let your girl? Don't think this can't be you. It's in priests, the pastors, it's in the husbands, it's in the best friends. Jealousy doesn't care how anointed you are. It just needs you to be insecure enough to open the door. So how do you kill jealousy? Gratitude. First, start being thankful for what you have. I won't go into too much detail, but I've been dealing with a medical issue since 2016 and I'm finally getting surgery for it. I'm not mad about it. I'm honestly grateful that there's something that could be done about it. I'm grateful that it's not something worse and that healing is even an option. So heads up, after surgery, the videos might look a little bit different, but the message won't stop. Prayer. Be honest with God about the envy that creeps in. Go to your small group, pray the rosary, find time to pray even whenever you don't feel like it, especially whenever you don't feel like it. Make it a habit, not just a reaction. Because jealousy grows in silence but dies in the presence of God. Celebrate others out loud. Nothing breaks jealousy faster than real love. Be interested in people, ask questions, show them that you really care, and you'll see how they celebrate you. And if they don't, bro, you weeded out some fake friends. Stay in your lane. You weren't built for their story. God gave you your own. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Learn from others, but don't let their life dictate your next move. Take one step at a time with God. Remember, tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble on its own. If you've been feeling jealousy lately, bring it to God. Don't hide it. Don't fake it. Kill it before it kills you. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, whether they're battling jealousy themselves or dealing with someone who is. And if you want more biblical content like this, be sure to subscribe. We're going to be dropping videos like this every single week. If you want to support this message, check out our Patreon. You'll get exclusive content and a chance to shape what we drop next. There's so much more content on the way, but for now, I'm the prodigal son, and if jealousy was able to turn heaven's brightest into hell's darkest, be careful what you let sit in your heart. See you in the next one.